R-Vee prices just collapsed, and nobody warned owners it was coming. December exposed what dealers kept quiet all year. Like new R-Vees are being dumped fast, not discounted, dumped because loans broke, inventory stacked up, and somebody has to eat the loss. And here's what makes people furious. These aren't bad R-Vees. They're casualties of bad timing and broken financing. Some buyers are about to inherit that damage without realizing it. So today I'm calling it out. 9 R-Vee models are crashing harder than the rest right now. And if you're buying or selling, you need to see this before you move. Forest River Salem 26 DBUD. Something quiet happened on dealership backlots this fall. Rows of family trailers stopped moving. Not because people lost interest overnight, but because the math finally turned. The Forest River Salem 26 Delta Bravo uniform. Delta looks harmless. Bunks slide out. Weekend friendly. For years, it was treated as a safe R-Vee purchase. That assumption just broke. During the pandemic rush, this model was built fast and financed faster. Buyers stretched loans to 10 years. Dealers stacked inventory using floor plan credit. When interest rates climbed and approvals tightened, the exits closed. Repossessions followed in late 2024 and early 2025. Auction lanes filled with nearly new Salem 26 Delta Bravo uniform. Delta units showing minimal wear and almost no miles on the tow bar. Here is the proof. Dealer auction sheets from the Midwest show retail stickers near $32,000. Collapsing to sale prices around $22,000 to $24,000. That is roughly a 30% haircut in under 2 years. Not from damage, not from neglect, from oversupply. This matters because entry-level R-Vees set the floor for the entire market. When first-time buyers disappear, volume models collapse first. Lenders respond by tightening credit even more. Dealers respond by cutting prices again. The cycle feeds itself. If you bought one near peak pricing, the equity math is unforgiving. Trade-in offers now land thousands below remaining loan balances. Selling privately barely closes the gap. Waiting does not fix it, because more units are still coming back from default. There is a lesson here. Popular does not mean protected. Reliable layouts do not stop depreciation when financing breaks. If you are looking at this model today, the only safe number is near wholesale. Anything higher transfers someone else's loss onto you. Next, the pressure climbs sharply, because when bigger rigs start cracking, the losses accelerate. Storage yards are crowded. Interest clocks keep ticking daily, and every unsold unit costs real cash. This is not a rumor. It is visible on lots, invoices, and bank statements right now across the country today. Nationwide, Keystone Montana high country. Luxury was never supposed to feel fragile. Yet that is exactly what is happening around the Keystone Montana high country. A fifth-wheel R-Vee once pitched as affordable space with long-term comfort. It looks imposing. Tall profile, multiple slide-outs. But underneath, the numbers stopped working. During the boom years, buyers convinced themselves size equaled value. Dealers reinforced it. Longer loans, smaller down payments. The Keystone Montana high country became a volume seller, not a niche product. That decision matters now. Auction data from late 2024 shows the shift clearly. Units that carried stickers near $80,000 are clearing in the high $50,000 range. Some dip lower, not because they are worn, because there are too many and too few qualified buyers. Here is the real pressure point. Fifth wheel ownership demands more than the trailer. It requires a heavy-duty truck, higher insurance, and ongoing maintenance. When interest rates rose and lenders tightened standards, that buyer pool shrank immediately. Financing approvals fell, trade-ins stalled, inventory backed up. Owners who bought at peak pricing discovered a hard truth. Depreciation does not pause just because payments continue. Many now owe more than resale offers by tens of thousands. Selling becomes painful. Keeping becomes expensive. Liquidation becomes inevitable. Dealers see the same math. Floor plan interest accrues monthly. Every unsold Keystone Montana high country costs real money. When auctions become the only exit, prices drop fast. One forced sale resets the market lower for everyone else. This is why large fifth wheels crack before smaller trailers stabilize. They carry higher fixed costs, and depend on perfect conditions to hold value. When conditions change, the fall is sharp. If you are considering one now, patience matters more than desire. The safest price is close to wholesale, not advertised retail. Anything higher ignores what the market already revealed. And next, the pressure shifts again. Because when brand icons start slipping, confidence across the entire R-Vee market breaks. That moment forces discipline, rewards patience, and exposes who is selling by choice versus who is selling, because time ran out for them right now. If this breakdown is helping you see where the real pressure is, tap like so others find it. Subscribe for updates and share what you're seeing in your local market below. Winnebago Mini Winnie, $31K. Reputation used to be a shield in this market. For decades, one badge alone signaled durability, resale strength, and predictable ownership costs. That shield cracked when the Winnebago Mini Winnie 31K began showing up where it never belonged, auction lanes filled with nearly new motorized R-Vees. This model built its following on balance. Not too large, not too small. Easy to drive, easy to service. During the surge, dealers sold them fast, often before they cooled on the lot. Buyers accepted longer loans, assuming the name would protect value. That assumption quietly failed. Auction records from late 2024 reveal the shift. Units once listed near $89,000 now clear around $61,000. Some sell lower. Mileage often sits under $5,000. Condition is not the issue. Math is. Insurance became the first fracture. Premiums climbed steadily, then jumped. Fuel followed. Then lenders shortened terms and raised rates. Monthly costs moved faster than incomes. Demand thinned without warning. Owners felt it next. Trade offers came back tens of thousands below payoff balances. Private listings stalled. Holding cost rose every month. Some chose to exit. Others were forced out. Dealers face a different clock. Floor plan interest compounds daily. A Winnebago Mini Winnie 31K that sits too long becomes a liability, not an asset. Once one dealer cuts price to escape, nearby pricing collapses with it. This is why brand strength does not equal price protection. When financing tightens, even respected motorized R-Vees lose support. Confidence fades quickly once auction results circulate. If you are considering this model now, ignore old price memories. They no longer apply. The only safe reference is recent sale data, not asking numbers. Anything above that shifts loss forward in time. Next, the story turns sharper, because popularity without scarcity creates its own trap, and the most common trailers of the boom are about to reveal how fast demand can disappear when credit pulls back. That shift changes negotiations, timing, leverage, and patience, rewarding those who wait calmly, watch listings closely, and refuse pressure from rushed sellers during the coming winter months. Thor Four Winds 31. Payments did not break this market. They exposed it. The Thor Four Winds 31. Echo looked practical, familiar, gas-powered, family-friendly. It sold fast when money was cheap. That speed hid the risk. During the surge, buyers stretched loans to 10-year terms. Dealers stacked inventory using floor plan credit. Monthly payments felt manageable. Then rates reset. Fuel climbed. Insurance followed. The math snapped. Auction lanes told the truth. 2022. Four Winds 31. Echo units once listed near $82,000 now clear closer to $55,000. Some slip lower. Mileage remains light. Where minimal. Condition is not the issue. Ownership costs are. Gas engines amplify volatility. Every fill-up hurts. Every insurance renewal stings. When lenders tightened approvals, demand thinned overnight. Buyers disappeared faster than inventory. Owners felt trapped. Trade offers came back far below remaining balances. Selling locked in loss, keeping drained cash. Defaults followed. Repossessions rolled in. Dealers reacted under pressure. Floor plan interest accrues daily. A Thor Four Winds 31. Echo sitting unsold becomes a liability. Once one unit dumps cheap, every listing nearby resets lower. That spiral feeds itself. This is why motorized R-Vees fall faster in tightening cycles. They depend on fuel, credit, and confidence aligning. When one breaks, value follows. If you are watching this model now, patience matters. Real leverage comes from timing, not urgency. The only safe price lives near recent sales, not hopeful stickers. Next, the damage deepens, because diesel power was supposed to mean stability. Instead, it exposes how fast carrying costs overwhelm dreams, pushing larger rigs into forced liquidation across storage yards, dealer lots, and auction floors nationwide, setting the stage for steeper drops ahead. As winter pressure tightens, inventory swells, and time works against anyone who waits too long to accept reality in this shifting R-Vee market right now. Without illusions about recovery timelines, resale strength, or protection from basic depreciation math, already visible everywhere today. If you know where to look, and how to read the numbers calmly and without emotion, guiding decisions forward. Thor Four Winds, 31E. At first glance, nothing about this rig looked reckless. It was familiar, gas-powered, and marketed as practical transportation for families who wanted flexibility without excess. The Thor Four Winds, 31. Echo fit that story perfectly until the financing math changed. During the buying surge, this R-Vee moved quickly. Dealers ordered aggressively. Buyers accepted long loan terms because monthly numbers felt manageable. Floor plan credit kept lots full. That system only works when interest stays low and demand stays constant. By late 2024, both assumptions failed. Auction records show 2022. Four Winds 31 Echo units that once carried asking prices near $82,000, now selling around $55,000. Some cleared lower. Mileage remained modest. Interiors stayed clean. Value still collapsed. The reason sits in operating costs. Gas prices climbed. Insurance premiums rose. Loan rates reset higher. Each factor alone strains budgets. Together, they erase demand. When approvals tighten, buyers vanish fast. Owners discovered the gap next. Trade offers arrived tens of thousands, below remaining balances. Selling locked in loss. Keeping meant paying more every month for something losing value. Defaults followed. Repossessions accelerated. Dealers faced a harsher clock. Every unsold unit accrues daily interest. Once one dealer cuts price to stop the bleeding, nearby listings follow. Auction results spread. Confidence breaks. The spiral begins. Motorized R-Vees suffer first in these cycles. They depend on fuel, financing, and confidence all aligning. Break one, and depreciation accelerates. If you are watching this model now, ignore the old sticker memory. It is irrelevant. The only numbers that matter are recent sales and holding costs. Anything above that transfers someone else's mistake onto you. Next, the pattern sharpens. The pattern. When diesel power enters the picture, the carrying costs grow heavier, the buyer pool shrinks further, and the losses become impossible to hide as winter pressure builds and time works against every unsold unit sitting quietly under fluorescent lights. That silence tells you everything, because markets never lie, they only wait, and patience decides who keeps cash and who absorbs depreciation when cycles turn and credit tightens again. Tiffin Allegro, red 33 AAA. At the height of the boom, six-figure diesel pushers felt untouchable. The Tiffin Allegro Red 33 Alpha Alpha stood for craftsmanship, torque, and long road confidence. It carried prestige, and prestige carried a price that buyers assumed would hold. That belief cracked when carrying costs caught up. Diesel prices climbed, insurance premiums surged, loan rates reset upward, monthly ownership stopped feeling comfortable and started feeling heavy. Demand thinned quietly, then vanished. Auction lanes exposed the shift. 2022 and 2023. Allegro, Red 33. Alpha Alpha units that once listed near $250,000 began clearing closer to $190,000. Some dropped lower. Condition remained strong. Mileage stayed reasonable. The value loss came from pressure, not neglect. Diesel ownership magnifies every economic turn. Maintenance costs stay high regardless of resale. Insurance remains elevated. Storage is expensive. When buyers hesitate, inventory stalls fast. Dealers cannot sit on six-figure R-Vees while floor plan interest compounds monthly. Owners felt the squeeze next. Trade offers arrived far below payoff balances. Selling locked in losses measured in tens of thousands. Keeping meant absorbing depreciation while paying rising operating costs. Some exited early, others were forced out. This is how premium R-Vees fall. Not from defects, from math. When affordability breaks, prestige offers no shelter. One discounted sale resets expectations everywhere. If you are watching this model now, discipline matters. Ignore nostalgic pricing. The only safe reference is what actually sold last month, not what sold during the boom. Anything above that ignores the reset already underway. Next, the story turns unsettling. Because when icons start slipping, trust across the entire RV market fractures. Buyers hesitate longer, sellers panic sooner, and once confidence breaks, price discovery accelerates in one direction only, downward, until time, patience, and capital decide who survives the cycle and who pays for believing old numbers would somehow return. That lesson remains visible today on dealer lots, storage yards, and auction screens, waiting for anyone willing to look past emotion, slow down, count costs carefully, and protect cash before the next shift arrives, quietly unfolding now. If you want clear updates like this as prices keep changing, subscribe now. We're tracking these models in real time, cutting through sales talk, and flagging the moments that actually protect your money before the window quietly closes completely nationwide. Airstream Flying Cloud. 25 FB. For a long time, one shape alone signaled safety. Polished aluminum, riveted skin. A promise that time would not touch its value. The Airstream Flying Cloud. 25 front bedroom carried that promise quietly, reinforced by decades of resale charts and owner stories. That promise finally met reality. The shift did not begin with defects or quality issues. It began with supply. For years, scarcity protected prices. Production stayed disciplined. Demand stayed loyal. During the surge, that balance changed. Output increased. Waiting lists shortened. Inventory grew. Auction data from late 2024 made it visible. Flying Cloud. 25. Front bedroom units from 2022 and 2023 that once traded near premium levels began clearing for 18 to 22% less than peak pricing. Not distressed, not damaged, simply available. That distinction matters. This R-Vee did not collapse, it reset. When availability increases, even strong brands lose leverage. Buyers slow down, sellers adjust, price memory fades. Ownership costs compound the effect. Insurance remains higher than typical travel trailers. Repairs require specialized shops. Aluminum panels cost more to fix. None of that changes when resale softens. Carrying costs stay firm while value slips. Owners felt the pressure next. Trade offers came in lower than expected. Private sales took longer. Holding out stopped working. Confidence cracked, not all at once, but steadily. Dealers responded cautiously at first. Then auctions filled. One lower sale recalibrated the market. Comparable listings followed. The floor moved. This is the lesson icons teach during downturns. Brand strength slows depreciation. It does not stop it. When supply expands and credit tightens, price protection weakens everywhere. If you are considering this model now, clarity matters. Great build quality does not justify ignoring current sales. The only safe reference is recent transactions, not reputation. Paying above that number means carrying the difference yourself. Next, the collapse turns sharper. Because when scarcity brands soften, panic spreads to mainstream models. Buyers hesitate longer. Sellers rush faster, and once urgency replaces patience, discounts deepen quickly, reshaping negotiations, timing, and leverage across the entire RV market. As winter inventory pressure builds and silence on dealer lots speaks louder than advertisements ever could, signaling a transition that rewards restraint and punishes haste without mercy. Coachmen Freelander. 27 QB. Repossession does not announce itself loudly. It arrives quietly, towing away value, while paperwork catches up later. The Coachmen Freelander. 27 Quebec Bravo became the clearest example of that shift, because it looks almost new while selling like a distressed asset. This RV thrived when credit was loose. Buyers liked the balance. Manageable size, simple layout, easy driving manners. Dealers financed inventory confidently. Everyone assumed resale would stay predictable. Then rates climbed and approvals tightened. Monthly payments jumped, demand thinned. Owners with long loans discovered they owed more than resale offers. That is when repossessions accelerated. Auction data from late 2024 shows the pattern clearly. 2022. Freelander. 27 Quebec Bravo units with low mileage began clearing near $49,000 after originally listing closer to $78,000. Condition stayed clean. Interiors showed little wear. The discount came from urgency, not damage. Banks move faster than individuals. Once default begins, recovery matters more than price. Repossessed R-Vees, flood auctions in batches. Each sale pushes comparable values lower. Dealers watch screens reset in real time. This model sits at a dangerous intersection. Motorized ownership carries fuel, insurance, and maintenance costs. Entry-level buyers rely on financing. When credit shuts down, liquidity vanishes. Prices fall until cash buyers step in. Owners still holding these units face hard choices. Selling locks in losses measured in tens of thousands. Keeping means absorbing depreciation while paying higher monthly costs. Waiting rarely improves outcomes when supply keeps rising. If you are evaluating this model now, skepticism protects you. Low miles do not mean strong value. Clean condition does not stop market gravity. The only safe reference is recent auction results, not asking prices. Next, the story reaches its core. Because when a model this practical collapses so fast, it exposes the mechanism driving the entire downturn and sets the stage for the final entry, where credit, confidence, and timing collide with consequences that ripple across every corner of the RV market. Those pressures continue building quietly right now, reshaping negotiations, patience, leverage, and survival across winter months ahead today. Fleetwood Bounder, 35K. Status symbols fall last. When they do, the market is already broken. That is why the Fleetwood Bounder 35K matters more than any other RV on this list. It was never niche, it was mainstream aspiration, sold as dependable, proven, and safe. During the boom, this model moved with confidence. Dealers ordered heavily. Buyers accepted long loans because the badge felt secure. Floor plan credit kept rows full. As long as interest stayed low, the system held. Then costs shifted. Rates climbed, insurance rose, fuel followed. Monthly ownership crossed comfort thresholds quietly. Demand slowed. Inventory did not. The imbalance widened. Auction data exposed the break. 2022. Fleetwood Bounder 35K units that once listed near $156,000 began selling close to $112,000. Some dropped lower. Mileage remained modest. Condition stayed strong. Value still collapsed. The reason is structural. Class A gas-powered R-Vees depend on confidence and credit. When either weakens, liquidity disappears. Buyers hesitate. Dealers panic. Banks reassess collateral. Pressure multiplies. Owners felt it fast. Trade offers arrived far below loan balances. Selling locked-in losses measured in tens of thousands. Keeping meant paying rising costs on a depreciating asset. Defaults followed. Repossessions accelerated. Dealers faced the harshest reality. Floor plan interest accrues daily. A six-figure RV sitting unsold bleeds cash. One forced sale resets pricing for everyone else. Auction results spread instantly. Listings adjust downward. This is why the Bounder defines the downturn. When a volume flagship breaks, nothing is insulated. Smaller rigs follow. Luxury rigs fall harder. Confidence across the market fractures. If you are watching this model now, discipline matters more than desire. Ignore past stickers and sales talk. Truth lives in recent transactions. Paying above that number absorbs someone else's timing mistake. This was never about quality. It was about credit alone. This isn't a shopping spree moment. It's a reset. The market is shedding excess, credit is tightening, and price memory is being erased in real time. The people who win here aren't emotional, loud, or rushed. They're patient, informed, and willing to wait while others panic. If this breakdown helped you see what's really happening in the RV market, hit like so it reaches more people who need it. Subscribe if you want real updates as prices keep shifting, not sales talk, not hype. And drop a comment with what you're seeing in your local market, because firsthand signals matter right now.